Alrighty, folks. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. My name is Bojan Petreski, going by Bo. We'll be getting started with the 3D market commentary as soon as the disclaimer goes through, and we'll be getting started in just a few minutes. Today is August 11, 2021. My email and our contact info is right here as we do the 3D market commentary. Let's go ahead and get started. So, on the left side is the newsletter for today, our channel's newsletter. 3D approach is what we're going to be talking about right now. Why do we approach it like that? Market climate, buy and sell UFOs, market volatility are those three key elements that represent our 3D market approach. Our market climate is giving us the up and down direction, the long or short opportunities that present themselves in front of us. Buy and sell UFOs, those unfilled orders, the proprietary software that we utilize to give us those potential entries and exit points. And of course, market volatility. What is the speed of movement in that particular market, in that particular instrument that we are analyzing and potentially looking to enter long or short on? And how do we expect to, what is the expectation of price getting to our target? So the first market that we're going to analyze is the S&P 500. The S&P 500 is in an up climate. It is confirmed. It is the sixth day out of typically 9 that we're going up for. And you can confirm those values right here. You see current daily climate is the sixth day out of typically 9. As far as buy and sell UFOs, we have buy UFO at 43.71.5 to 43.41.5. That's the one represented here in the olive color. The reason why it is olive is because it's already been tested a few times and it has held. Right now, as I'm sure you've noticed, we are still kind of testing out those all-time highs in a little bit of sideways action here. We're in the upper range of this channel, let's call it here, this sideways action movement here. We're going to see if we're going to either break out to the upside or if we're going to shoot a little bit lower before testing it out again. As of right now, the VIX is at 16.97%, so hovering just a little bit below elevated volatility territory, that 18% number. Daily expected move of 47.32 is for today. Now, we did have a couple of important events happen over the past couple of days. First off, Congress passed that $1 trillion package for the infrastructure upgrade. That did not seem to move markets as much yesterday. However, CPI is coming out today, and CPI might be able to might move the market up or down today. So we're going to see how that would affect the markets today. Now, if you're looking to get some education for yourself, if you want to get some future stocks or forex education, or backtesting, trading plans, and trading psychology, you should click this link right here. It does come with a 3-month complimentary access to AutoUFOs and AutoClimate, and these courses are definitely worth the while. So definitely check them out. All right, now crude oil is the next market we're going to analyze right now. The current market climate is down. The current market climate is down, and it is confirmed. It is the 7th day down out of typically 7. So that means it's at the end of its down climate, according to our sensible parameters. Now, could things extend and run for an extended period of time, like we recently had that, major bull run, essentially from middle of June towards to the beginning of July? Absolutely. Right, this market typically goes up for 7 days up or 7 days down. However, we had a bull run here of about 23 days, if I'm not mistaken. So this is definitely something that could happen actually. So from the middle of May to the early July, it was just running up without much of pullbacks. Right, we had a little bit of a pullback right here, only for it to be just just to keep on going higher. Then we finally saw some pullbacks into the 70 range. And as we tested out these areas up above here, we did see some more major pullbacks. And honestly, this one was kind of like the critical one here when it closed below recent lows, tested that high, failed, and then shot back down. This is also when we saw some unconfirmed climates happen. As you see right there, we had an unconfirmed climate and then another couple of confirmed climates right there until we finally, flipped the switch and just went, we were confirmed down climate as of here. And then we saw that, huge drop down. All right. Based on the OVX, volatility is at close to 40%, 1.67 for the day. That might have already been done. High of 68.79, low of 66. Yep, that's already done. So before crude oil even opens, we're looking at close to $2 of movement past the daily expected move. So we're most likely going to be in for another um, solid moving day for crude oil, which gives us opportunities to get into various trades. All right. Now, if you need the AutoUFOs app, the AutoUFOs package, the proprietary software that gives us these entry and exit points up above and down below, you can definitely use this link right here to subscribe to any of the apps. We offer monthly or yearly memberships. Obviously, the yearly coming in with its own discount. And they are available on TradingView, TradeStation, and MetaTrader. And I've been hinted at it. Plus another new thing that's coming up in the future that is very, very exciting stuff. So stay tuned for that. All right, now looking at gold next. Um, Gold had quite the substantial drop, these past few days. It has pulled back significantly, as you see right here. It did test below those 16, in the 1600s. It broke through that 1700, line in the sand right here, only to see it, pull back up. Right now, the current market climate is still confirmed down. It's the fourth day down out of typically seven, as we showed here in the newsletter. And then we have sell UFOs overlapping up above here at 1799.7 all the way up through 1866. The buy UFO was actually just a little bit lower from where the pullback started. I honestly did expect it to kind of, for this to keep going down, test out that UFO, and then have this sort of a pullback. But there might have been a bit more buyers kicking in because of that round, 1700 number. So people that were starting to get in, got filled, and then now the market has pulled back. Based on GVZ, 16.93%, volatility 18.51 for the day. That might not have been done already. 17.24.6, 17.41. That's was that 17.41 through 17.24. Yeah, no, we're just on the precipice. We're a few points away from reaching the expected move. All right. If we need coaching and support, you can sign up for All Asset Advanced Coaching here. We offer monthly, yearly, or all-inclusive memberships. This is so you can schedule, one-on-one sessions, get a little bit more support with any specific questions you may have when it comes to your trading, whether or not you're active or less active. Let's say a little bit more of a swing or a position trader. This is definitely something that you should take advantage of. All right, now looking at the dollar, it is an up climate. It is confirmed. And we're looking at the third day out of typically five. Sell UFOs, we're actually testing in one right now at 93.47 to 93.005. And then the buy UFO down below at 92.36 to 91.820. Based on EVZ, we're looking at 5.1% volatility. 30-cent move for the day has already been done. As you see, market actually touched right in the center of that UFO and has since then pulled back quite nicely, right? So if somebody were to take this trade, this would most likely already have hit your T1, and you might be holding in for, for deeper move down. with a potential exit point down here at this 92.36. Um, However, I know a lot of people don't trade the Dixie per se. Um, However, as the Dixie moves, a lot of forex move almost in pace. Oh, look at that! We just got into some of the trades that we were looking at yesterday for Oanda through the Aussie. Okay, yep, there it is. All right. We did close a couple of forex trades the other day that we had on FX Street, so it's cool to see them pop in right now. I'm gonna check out to see if it did enter according to the plan. All right. Last but not least, let's go look at the Bitcoin, and then also, if you don't want to just read this overview in your inbox, feel free to join me and my colleague Becky. We do these market overviews daily. Um, you can use this link to go to our YouTube channel. Click like and subscribe on that, please, so we can get the word out there for everybody to see. All right, now for Bitcoin, we are looking at an up climate for 50 days up. We've been going, even though we've had a bit of a pullback here overall since these two unconfirmed 2 days, and then this gap up. We've basically not looked back since. Pretty parabolic move up on Bitcoin. Volatility is at 118.73%, $3,400 for the daily expected move. Um, extremely volatile instrument, Bitcoin, crypto in general. So make sure you know what you're doing when you're trading, or at least understand the risk implication of trading it. All right. Now, if you are interested in any of the mentioned items in this newsletter, please sign up for a for a clarification call. You can self-schedule that, whatever time works best for you. So you can go over with a live human being, going over the courses, apps, memberships, any questions you may have before you purchase. All right. Last but not least, looking at the weekly economic calendar. As I mentioned earlier, we do have CPI coming up on Friday, GDP on actually today. GDP is today in Britain, which has already probably happened because they're quite a bit ahead of us on. Wait a minute. I'm like, wait a minute. Something's on. CPI is today on excluding food and energy on the 11th, and then consumer prices in Germany is also today. Tomorrow we have GDP in Britain, and then we have consumer sentiment on Friday for the U.S. And then on the 14th we have a holiday as well as on the 15th here, and then Japan is reporting GDP on Sunday, so technically Monday morning from them, and then China retail sales on Monday morning for them as well. All right, folks. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had a good time listening to the overview today. If you have any questions, comments, or any concerns, please feel free to send it over to boyan@tradictive.com. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Take care. Bye bye.